Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach Kodash, and double honors to the apostles that rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all the brothers, the true believers that's pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth and making their bodies a living sacrifice for Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai's sake. To you I say Shalom. And this lesson is based off 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unbelievers?" Salakia. What hath fellowship hath righteousness? For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Those that's in the world, those unbelievers, are operating in darkness. Those that's in Hamashiach Yahushai are operating in the light, that light being Yahushai. Alright? These people in the world, they're conforming to the so-called white man's image. Our so-called family members, our so-called, some of our so-called family members and some of our uh, so-called friends in the world, it's best to stay away from them, especially in these times. All right, the vision is set. You have unbelievers believing in wearing a mask and believing in that JAB, and they look down on people who don't have the JAB or not wearing a mask. So that the vision is set, man. It's best to be around the brothers, the true believers, the Akim. Because these people in the world, guess what? Satan have their minds. They're through. They got the plague of the mind. They're scared. They're fearful. All right? That's why it says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Mashiach with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?" That word Belial goes into worthlessness or wicked, a name of Satan, worthlessness. All right, these people are doing Satan's work. These people they have Satan upon them. You see, especially nowadays, it's so-called 2021. Different mandates is being passed and unrighteous decrees being passed. Prophecy is moving. Prophecy is speeding up. The days are being shortened. A lot of things happening in the earth right now. A lot of things happening in this planet. All right. It's best to stay away from unbelievers, man. All right. We use the world, but we don't abuse the world. Okay. You may have people out there that may benefit you in some case, That's cool, and we have to use wisdom. But as for like always been around believers and being yoked together with them, that's a no-no. Because the scriptures do say make friends of mammon, roughly paraphrasing, because they may be for your benefit. But, ultimately looking at this, the point of this lesson is to stay away from unbelievers. Stay away from them. These people don't have the mind of Hamashiach Yahushai, but we do. Therefore, Satan has their minds. All right, Satan took hold of their minds, and they're through. They believe the so-called white man's narrative. They believe his narratives wholeheartedly. All right, this is verse 15. "And what concord hath Mashiach with Belial, or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?" An infidel is an unbeliever. And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As the Most High hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. See, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he's calling us, he wants us to be separate, holy. Verse 18, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. He wants us to be separate from them. He wants us to come out from among them. All right. We are the temple of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We were bought with the price, roughly paraphrasing. Okay. Yahushua, his spirit dwells in us. Therefore, we have to walk accordingly with wisdom and discretion. Let's get the next scripture. First Corinthians 7 verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. That's right. The fashion of this world passeth away. We're in captivity. All right. So we have to operate. We have to use the world, but don't abuse it. Okay. Let's get Philippians 3 verse 18. It says, I'm going to start at verse 17. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. I'm going to read it again. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Mashiach, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. See, these people in the world, they mind earthly things. They don't have the mind of Yahweh Shai. They mind earthly things. They're carnal. They're fleshly. All right? They mind earthly things. It says, whose end is destruction. They're sealed. They're 2/3. All right? You have 2/3 that's not going to make it. That's going to die and be destroyed. Then you have the elect out of the nation of Israel that's going to be saved. All right? It says who God is their belly, whose glory is their shame, who mind earthly things. Let's get 1 Corinthians 2 verse 14. It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. These people in the world, they're in the carnal, they're natural. It's best to stay away from these people. They still doing the crate challenge. They still doing different challenges that the media is pushing out. They still believe in the so-called white man's narrative. And let's say they don't believe in the so-called white man's narrative. They don't believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They believe in another philosophy. All right. Verse 15, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Mashiach. We have the mind of Mashiach, man. The true believers, the true worshipers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse. Let's get the point. Verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. All right, which we was on that crooked path. We was walking in darkness. We was walking in lasciviousness, idolatries, and different abominable things we was doing. Excess of wine, lasciviousness, revelings. We was in that Bacchus spirit, party and bullshit spirit. All right, but verse 4, it says what? Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them. We not running with them no more. To the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. They speaking evil of us. Why? Because we not walking in darkness no more. We not doing what they doing in the world. We not being wicked. We mortifying the deeds of the flesh. All right. These people in the world, they're not doing that. Stay away from these people in the world. Stay away. If you try to tell them some earthly things and they believe not, you can't even tell them no spiritual things, roughly paraphrasing. They're not trying to hear it. Okay, these people, they heard about the gospel. Everybody know about the Israelites. These people are, they made up in their mind that they're going to worship Satan. Let them be. They're speaking evil of us, the true believers, because we don't do those wicked things that we once did. All right? We're mortifying the deeds of the flesh through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And I want to get this one scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such in one hath found a treasure. Nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so thou shalt find wisdom till thine old age. Right, so we taking heed to the brotherhood, to the brothers, man. That's our true friends. That's our, well, the word friend means a brother. That's who we should be around. And guess what the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing? Two or more gather in my name, he's in the midst. You see? It's a beautiful thing to be around the brothers, the Akim. That's where it's you're around like-minded men, right? A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Hey, Tawada Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakakudash for the brotherhood, for faithful friends and loyal friends, man. Call halal yimla Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakakudash. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.